Good morning and welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Wednesday, hump day. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: who are you? Who? Who are you? That's the question. So, when you're on the field, you've got to know your purpose, right? You got to know your role, you got to know what your jobs are. And in order to do that, you kind of got to know yourself, right? Shakespeare said it and probably said it best. Shakespeare said a lot of things best, right? To thine own self be true. Great advice, pretty timeless. When you know who you are, when you have a clear vision of your values, your beliefs, your principles, you're going to act with integrity. Well, unless, of course, who you are is a horrible, horrible person. But I'm gonna be Pollyanna here. I'm gonna give you all the benefit of the doubt because I believe in you. I really do. If you know who you are, you're gonna act with integrity. You're gonna live up to who you are, regardless of what the circumstances are. There's a couple of researchers, and I'm going to get these names wrong, so I apologize. They Jane Jiquan Wang or Wong and Rima Toure Tillery. They did a study, and it showed that people who have a clear sense of self, they're more likely to make ethical decisions, treat people fairly, and stay grounded for their own personal moral compass. So, on the other hand, when people don't have this clarity, they don't have this idea of who they are, things tend to spiral. It's like Wally West in The Flash. He had his anchor. Now his anchor was Iris, but he knew who he was, right? There was an episode of Frasier where Niles was doing a dinner party, and to steal a line from Phoebe from another show. Oh, I've seen this one. It's the one where there's some sort of misunderstanding. But Niles got so tied up in trying to have the perfect dinner party that the food got burned, the kitchen got destroyed, the evening was ruined. It was a shambles, I mean, and yeah, it was funny, but it's a reminder of losing sight of who you are and what's important. You know, Niles was trying too hard to impress other people. Some would say that that was who he really was at heart, but you know, without a clear sense of self, it is easy to justify questionable actions. Or as the Jean Touré Tillery study said, they called it moral disengagement. But there is good news, always good news. Self awareness can be built. Start with your values. Ask yourself, what do I believe in? What do I stand for? Write it down, reflect on it, use it as your guide. Know yourself. Small actions like signing an honor pledge, things like that, they can help you stay focused, reconnect to your moral standards. It's a simple reminder of what's right, what's wrong, and how the impact of your actions can make tons of difference, right? In You, Me, and Dupree, Dupree was incredibly profound when he said, you've got to find your Ness. That's your name plus Ness. It's Patrick Ness. He was talking about the unique essence of what makes you who you are. When you know your Ness, you don't have to overthink it. It's natural. It just flows, right? And you just live it. And that's what true leadership and true authenticity are all about. So here's today's challenge. Take a moment to ask yourself, who am I really? What do I value? Am I living those values? Am I showing people those values? If the answer surprises you, maybe you need to make some changes. Maybe it could inspire your next step, your next multiple steps. Who knows? That's today's Red Mike message. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you'll give me a like, a follow, and a share. Give me a comment down in the comments, whatever you need to do. Again, please like, follow, and share. And even though I am participating in Dry January in honor of my mom, lost her several years ago. Wish she had participated in a little bit more dry time in her life. It really negatively impacted who she was, and I miss her very much. So, but as always, in spite of that, life is short. Drink the bourbon. I'll see you again tomorrow.